Hello everyone. Today we have with us Anushka Kaur. She's from Calcutta and she's an international rower. She's currently pursuing her sociology honors from St. Xavier's, Kolkata. So hello,
Hello,
how are you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
I'm also doing great. So can you please describe your achievements and your journey of rowing and some of your events and strengths in rowing?
I've been rowing since 2015. I was a swimmer before then, as I've been swimming till 2015 professionally, and I started rowing after 2015 professionally. And I did junior nationals on that year itself, the year I joined rowing basically, as in 2015. And then I've been doing a lot of nationals after that. I've won a national medal on 2017 in the event of pairs, where it's like two people on each side. So you'll get to know as we go through. And I've done a lot of other events as well. I've done fours, I've done doubles, I've done even single scull. I've won a medal in Madras International Regatta on 2017 as well, and one more on 2018, which is ARE, an Amateur Rowing Association of the Eastern countries mostly. So it's an international event. And I've done like states and everything all throughout. A lot of other competitions. I'm still rowing. We just had a we've been going through a long break because of this pandemic situation. You all know because you've been even swimming isn't
Yeah,
still every other sport.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
it's
That
now.
that's great. That's a commendable achievement in rowing. So, like as you mentioned that you used to be a swimmer in your school days. So, what made you shift from swimming and take up rowing, full-time rowing?
It's see the on the year itself, I was actually asked from my school on class when I was in class 10. I was supposed to give my boards, so I was in class 10, and I was asked from my school to represent in rowing my school in a inter school event. Okay, so basically I went for it, and that year itself the other guy, as in the coaches and a lot of other committee members in rowing saw, as in, see, I was in already a sport before it, right? So I had the endurance, I had the stamina, and I had stuff from my the prior event. So basically they wanted me to join rowing, and I kind of liked it in that short span of time where I participated for the inter school event. So I actually, on my class 10 year, I did nationals in swimming, and then I went for nationals in rowing. So actually, after that, I wasn't I couldn't see. I had to go for my 11 and 12, so I couldn't do both the sports professionally on a national level after that. So I had to choose one because it would be impossible for me to continue both the sports on a
Yeah,
professional level, right? So it was purely a judgment call. I took up rowing, and it's a lot. It's not very different. It's a sport, so obviously there's everything which was there in swimming and rowing. It's as well, but the thing is, rowing is not only a individual event like swimming. It is also a group event. So I wanted to try something new.
okay. So, like you mentioned that you took up rowing in the class 10th in the 10th grade. So, shifting at this very late, you shifted. If we see any sports person, they initially start at the age of around 6 to 7 years. So,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just you joined your rowing around in a teenager period. So, uh, many people face this trouble. Like it's very difficult to shift at this very late time. So how did you manage with this and cope up initially? And moreover, it is a kind of a skill sport. So adapting the skills and adapting it very quickly. So what is your success mantra?
I was not a novice. I was obviously a novice, but in rowing, but I was not a novice. Physically, as in I had whatever. I was in a sport. I was in a sport professionally before rowing, right? So I had the endurance, I had the power, I had the stamina. The only problem I had difficulty in was it's a boat, right? So you need a lot of balance, and it's a team event, so you need a lot of team mentality, team spirit, and everything to adjust. So I had a lot of guidance from many coaches all throughout the years. I can't name one person, only one person who has guided. There have been a lot of people who guided me, a lot of coaches I've been under and all. So it was uh, it was not very difficult, but it was, yeah, I know it was late. I already knew it was late, and it was my personal choice to take up rowing, because I've been swimming since the age of since I was in class 3. Okay, so that's a long time I was in swimming, but professionally. Before that, I started swimming when I was 3 years old. So basically, that's a long time I've been swimming, and rowing. Obviously, I just spent like 5 years there, from 2015 to 2020 till date. So it's more a very short time. I have a lot to learn still. I have a long way to go. Still, if I can continue that, especially, it was not very difficult.
Okay. So, how did you balance your academics and your athletics at the same time? At that, you at a national level in your sports.
Oh, that is you can't say, but you can't say why you choose a sport and everything, because we don't know the reason. We love it, so we go it. I know I am not speaking for myself. I'm speaking for all the athletes who are managing their studies and any sport they are in at this level, because we have no social life. Okay, I have almost no social life. I could see all my friends going out, having fun and everything. And I had to juggle between practice sessions, gym sessions, my college, tuitions, everything. So I had almost zero social life, and I missed out on a lot of things. And see, it's not that I missed it, as in I had to choose, right? I had to, it was my option. It was not like I was forced from my family or parents, and nobody forced me to do anything. So it was my choice, and I loved it. I wanted to do it, so I chose it. So it's difficult, but it's not very difficult. Like, it's been a little difficult. Like, after I was in college, I kind of reduced practicing so much, because it was very difficult. I had like, school when I was in school, it was for a shorter period of time. School was for a little shorter than college, right? College was for a long time. It was from 10 to even 5. It went all till 5 6 at evening. So I missed a lot of evening practice session a lot. But school was shorter, so it was easier to manage while I was in school. But college, it was little difficult, but it was not much, because I love doing that, right? So I have to do that. It's not like nobody is. There was nothing external, so nobody is forcing me to do anything or anything. I chose to do it, so I did it.
Okay. So, did any of the athletics or the academic part suffer due to each other, or was there like you went for rowing and you had to miss your exams, or kind of well, not good get good marks or good grades in your college or in your school? So, did any of them suffer for either of them? Like,
You can't pinpoint on anything basically, but yeah, there was a time I had an exam. I had my exam time, but one of my second year final exams had to get postponed because of a situation which happened, like, in college. So the day when it got postponed, I was supposed to go out for a national event. So I was supposed to go to Chandigarh. Okay, so either I give the exam and lose this thing, or I had to go for it or give the exam the next year, which is an arrear, as in supply, which you call it. So I did
yeah,
later, because I basically spoke to my college authorities and everything, but it was out of their hands. Even they couldn't manage at such a last moment, right? Because that thing was very sudden, so they couldn't manage anything. So I chose not to go, because second year final exams I had to. I couldn't give a supply or anything, so I chose not to go for the competition. And it's a very sad thing because I was in a team event. I was in a force. As in, if
Yeah.
I couldn't go, three other girls had to suffer because of me. So I felt really bad. Like, it was very difficult for me to tell them that I couldn't go because of the exam. And the exam got postponed at the last moment. Like, the exam was supposed to happen the very next day. The day before, we got a message at night that the exam was being postponed. So it was very sudden. And I was practicing with all of them, right? So, and it's a team, so it was very sad, and I felt very guilty for ditching them at the last moment, but I couldn't help
That's
it.
a
So
hard decision,
I
though.
have to, yeah, exactly. It's actually a very it's a con of a team event. If
Yeah.
one of them, yeah, if one of them, one mishap happens, all of them have to suffer.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
That's a backdrop of a
uh,
disadvantage of going into
yeah,
a team sports. Yeah.
team event, yeah.
So, so you have been into rowing for around 5 years now. So, how has rowing shaped your career as of now?
Right. It has given me a lot. I can't narrow it down to anything. I've been doing something which I love, right? So it I have because of this team event, I've built on some team management skills. I have been a stroke on a boat. A stroke, okay, I'll explain it. A stroke is someone who sits in the front of the boat, and that person leads the whole of the boat. So the rest of the boat has to follow him or her. Okay, so that's a stroke. So basically, I've been a stroke of a boat. So I have that capability of managing the boat and like matching with everyone's mentality so that the boat moves in a certain way. We have to shape it like it has a because if there are, suppose we have the largest amount of members we have on a boat is fours because we have that infrastructure here, as in we don't
Yeah.
have much more in India yet. Okay, so fours, as in four people on a boat. So basically, if four people have very different mentalities or very different thinking process, it's very difficult to adjust because we'll be fighting. We can't do anything. We can't do anything. We'll be fighting all of them. And there has been a lot of fights and everything in any sport. Not only in rowing, any
Yes.
sport, there have been, any team sport, there have been, right? And coming from swimming, which is a very purely individual event, I have been experiencing a lot of changes suddenly because I have to I have to listen to other people. I have to go with them. I have to explain them. I have to talk to them. I have faced a lot of fights on the boat, during rowing, while after rowing, after a competition. There's a lot of things you have to manage. So there's been this management skills and everything which I've built on. Even I know how to balance stuff. Okay, I have like I've been juggling between academic and any sport since a long time. So I know I can multitask. I know how to adjust. I know how not to waste any time or anything. Like, I can't do that. So that is a plus point. There's been a lot.
Yeah. As you mentioned, you might have also developed some leadership skills, and that is
Yeah.
a very important skill that later on in life actually is required when you go for jobs or any
Everywhere.
other.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Any group projects, group jobs, everything's like that, right? So it helps a lot.
Mm. So, what is your ultimate goal in life and objective? Any objective or goal?
As in, you mean academically or in
No,
any other way?
together as you are juggling both together. So you might have thought of making like taking both of them forward. So, together, what will be your ultimate goal and in life and objective?
It's easy to say that I think of taking both of them forward together because I know I can't. Okay, because after I get a job or I go into the professional world, as in the professional sphere, so I can't. Okay, I won't be able. I know I won't be able to continue the sport any longer, or I might be like there'll be a point where I can't go or I can't manage. I have to do late night work and everything, so I won't be able to get up that early because throughout this 5 years, I've been waking up at 4:30, 4:45 every day, and it's been a habit. Even now in this situation, I've been waking up very early because it's been a habit. I've been into this habit, so
Yeah.
I can't get out of it right that easily, even if I'm not doing anything or whatever. So it won't be very easy, but let's hope for the best. I don't know whether I'll be able to still continue this sport after a while. I'll try. Obviously, I'll try because I can't. Even I know if I completely get out of any sport or if I completely sit at home and work, I won't be able to do it.
On
I
a
won't be.
personal front, I also tried to leave swimming, but actually it costed me. Studying full time is very difficult for a sports person who has been
Exactly. Exactly.
giving 6 to 7 hours a day in a particular sport. So it
This
becomes very difficult. So like I am back and again swimming, so it's very nice.
sport.
And juggling, as you said, that juggling between academics and your sports or anything is very actually it gives adds up enjoyment, and it gives a refreshment in your life. So I guess every sports person enjoys the same spirit or same happiness in life.
Yeah.
That may not be the same in the case of people taking up full of academics and full time
Yeah.
academics. So I feel this.
Yeah, I
Okay.
did because before I've passed my 10 boards and 12 boards. Before the boards, I had to take a particular time off to study, right? Like a 2 months or a 1 month thing, break from the rowing or the sport. So during that time, during that 1 month full of stuff, I had gone crazy. Like, what am I doing? I used to go out of the house as often as I can to take a walk because see I wasn't allowed to go to rowing then. Okay, because if I actually went on for a proper 6 or 7 year practice, 7 hours practice, I couldn't do it. So I wasn't allowed to go. My parents had a lot of time to stop me at home and make me study, and that was a very difficult phase. Even now, before my final year exams and everything, when I have to take a break to study, because throughout the year I'm doing all this college classes, rowing, and everything, so I don't have much time to study. And honestly, I don't. I only study before the exam, right? So we all do.
Yeah.
This is a very usual thing we
It's
all do.
same
So
for every other sports person. Yeah.
I know,
Okay.
I know. So it's very difficult.
Uh, okay. So thank you, and it was a lovely evening, and I wish you all the best for your future.
Yeah,
Okay.
same. I know, same.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.